Yeah, welcome to Barreless. Two sets of weights are needed, a heavier and a lighter, but for now we'll start with our warm-ups. We'll take a nice wide stance. We're gonna start with a squat and side reach. So we'll squat down, then at the top we'll take a big stretch to one side, squat back down, big stretch to the other side. You kind of move at your own pace here. Keep it nice and slow. If you wanna hold that stretch for a second or two, feel free to do so. And like all my classes, I will not be playing music, but if you'd like to jam out to your own workout songs, by all means, you can tune that up right now. Get it going. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll keep our wide stance. Arms are coming out to a T, and we're going to go to windmill toe touches. So hinging down to reach towards the shin or toes. We'll pull back up to standing, alternating sides. And making sure we're hinging forward, squeeze the glutes, push them forward as we come to standing. Just getting as low as comfortable. Again, you can kind of work into this one as the body gets a little bit warmer with each move. I'll spend about 10 more seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, we're going to take big arm circles and keep your wide stance. Just be aware of your surroundings. You can go same time. You can go alternating. Just to loosen those shoulders up. We'll go ahead and switch directions. We'll send them back. Same options, either same time, or you can go for more of that swimming motion. Get a little rotation in there too. Loosey-goosey. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll go ahead and hinge forward, wide leg forward fold. And let the head and neck hang down. Let the arms be heavy. Feel free to just hold still, or if you'd like, you can kind of start to shift side to side in the legs, or maybe just let the upper body sway. Loosen up the low back, shoulders. Maybe roll out the wrists. We have about 10 more seconds here. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll slowly roll all the way up to standing, stacking one vertebra at a time. And at the top, taking some nice big shoulder rolls, inhaling on the way up, exhale on the way down. Really exaggerating that movement. Get one more here. Good. All right, we'll shake it out. And you go ahead and grab your lighter set of weights. Hopefully Rosie doesn't knock over our camera here. Kicking things off with some combo moves. So we're going to keep our wide stance. We have sumo squats, and we're going to add in some lateral raise combinations. So to start, we're going to be pulsing at the bottom. I'll show you first, then you can join me. So sinking as low as comfortable. We're going to hold the weights out. And we're going to pulse that squat. So this will be our first position, and then we'll go to a hold and lowering, lifting. And then we'll add in a pulse with the arms too. So just listen up. If you ever need a break with legs or arms, feel free to stand up, keep the arms going, or you can stay down and lower the arms down for a moment. So always have options. But we'll get ready for our squat pulse, holding the arms out in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So nice and low. Adding that little pulse and trying to keep the arms right at about shoulder height. Palms are down for now. We're squeezing the shoulder blades together, tucking the tailbone down, and pressing up through the heels. Just a tiny bit of movement, get those legs fired up. Breathing through. We'll begin to hold at the bottom and lower lift the arms in 3, 2, 1. So holding still in that squat, we'll lower lift. Just lowering the weights down, just a light tap on the legs, lift them right back up to shoulder height. Trying to sit nice and low, squeezing the glutes tight. Keeping the chest lifted tall. There we go, not here much longer. We're gonna go to a pulse with the arms next. We'll stay low in the legs in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, lift those arms up, little pulse. And just tiny movements, get those muscles fired up. If you ever need a break, feel free to stand up, keep the arms going, or vice versa, stay low, maybe roll the shoulders out. Join us again. Woo! Only about 10 more seconds here. We'll sink a ½ inch lower. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we'll stand it up. Give the legs a little kick. Maybe roll the shoulders. Getting warmed up right away. Keeping our lighter set of weights, we have option of a lunge hold for the next exercise. So if you'd like a little extra leg work, we're finding that lunge, but we're gonna be slightly hinged forward. So most of the stress is gonna be on that front leg, right, the quads. And we have kickbacks. So we're gonna start with palms facing each other and pulsing, squeezing those shoulder blades tight as we hold here. We'll go through some series of flipping the palms back and also pulsing in towards each other. So, and lightweight's recommended. And if you'd like that lunge hold option, we'll start with the right leg forward and then we'll hit that left side the second time through. So we'll get in position here. Get ready in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So just pulsing, palms face. And lots of tiny movements in this class. Getting those muscles fired on up. Good mental challenge too, to hang with it, push through. We'll squeeze the shoulder blades nice and tight. Keep those weights up. Try to keep those arms straight as we can, just a tiny movement, inch or two. We'll get ready to flip the palms to face back in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, flip them back, keep pulsing. And just tiny movements. Should be feeling those triceps by now. We'll take a moment here to rebrace the core, draw belly button towards the spine, and squeeze the shoulder blades tight to help maintain that nice tall posture. We'll get ready to pulse hands towards each other in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, pulse them in. This will be our last bout. We'll get a nice break after this, so power through. Loving that burn. Sink a little bit lower if you're in that lunge hold, maybe hinge forward just a touch more. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll stand it up, give the leg a shake, and set your weights down for a moment. Just shake the hands, maybe roll the shoulders. Take whatever movements feel good. Little refresh. Whew. All right. From here, we're gonna go through some standing leg lifts. We'll give the arms a break. Keep working those legs. So this is a good balance challenge, but if your balance is not quite there today, you can always hang on to a chair, a couch, a wall, anything that's close by. But we're gonna start with the right leg. We're gonna be lifting and lowering, keeping the toes flexed up towards the shin and trying to stay as stable as we can, just keeping a slight bend in that left knee. We'll add in some pulses and a hold, but single lifts will be first in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And just lifting, lowering, going for time here so you can move at your own pace, but try to keep it controlled. And place hands on hips, maybe hands out or hanging on to something. We have options. We'll switch to a pulse at the top in 3, 2, 1. Pulsing at the top. And keep those toes flexed up towards the shin. Slight bend in that left leg. Keeping the body stable and steady. We'll go to our hold at the top in 3, 2, 1, holding as high as we can. Keep those toes flexed. Try to lift a ½ inch higher, 10 seconds. Strong and steady, really squeezing the glutes, working those hips. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We'll shift the hips, shake it out side to side, and got to even things out. So we're going to go for that left leg, keeping a slight bend in that right. We'll begin with single lifts in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And then taking your time, keep it controlled. There's no rush here. Those toes again are flexed up towards the shin. Hips should be facing forward. We're not rotating. And hands can be wherever they are helpful for your balance. We'll get ready to pulse at the top in 3, 2, 1. We'll pulse at the top. And just tiny movements, breathing through. Might feel a little more on the second side because it's helping out that first side. Those muscles are already fired up, ready to go. We'll hold at the top in 3, 2, 1, holding as high as we can. We should feel hips and glutes working strong right now to keep us steady, keep that leg lifted. 10 seconds. ½ inch higher if we can. Breathe through. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Whew. Give the hips a little shake. Maybe shake the legs out, and we are back to the top. So right back at it with those legs. We'll grab our light weights. Take a nice wide stance with toes pointed slightly outward. We're going to begin with a pulse down in the bottom of our squat and just holding those weights strong and steady at shoulder height. We'll begin in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's nice and low. Weights out. Tiny movement. Really focusing on pressing up through those heels, squeezing the glutes, kind of tucking the tailbone down just a little bit. Keep that torso strong and steady. Draw belly button towards the spine. All those little things. Keep breathing through. Squeeze those shoulder blades tight. Not here too much longer. Next up, we have our hold at the bottom, and we're going to be lifting, lowering the weights in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So hold. Just lightly bring weights down to set them down on the legs just for a moment. Lift them right back up to shoulder height. Inhaling on the way down. Exhale as we lift them up. We'll try to sit a ½ inch lower in our squat. Not here too much longer. Good. Next up, we're going to be pulsing the arms. This time, we're going to add in some knee pulses with the legs. So pull them back behind us in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So holding, but just pulling knees back slightly and pulsing. Good mental workout here. And the knees aren't moving a whole lot, maybe an inch at the most. So just focusing on pulling back behind us. Breathing through, loving that burn. Keep it moving. Almost there. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll stand it up. Woo! I don't know about you guys, but I am feeling it. We'll keep our light weights. Moving to our optional lunge hold and kickback series. So if you did hold that lunge the first time, I'll challenge you to hold it again the second round just so we can even it out. So left leg will be forward, right leg will be back. And again, we're slightly hinged forward in that hold. We'll begin with palms flipped back to start. So we'll switch that. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's just a little movement. Arms should stay pretty straight before squeezing those shoulder blades together. Drawing belly button towards the spine. Feel free to take breaks whenever you need to. Always an option to drop the weights too. Follow along without. There'll be plenty of tricep burn, I promise. Awesome work, everyone. Continue to breathe, stay strong here. We'll get ready to flip the palms to face each other in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, flip them in, keep pulsing. Breathe in through. We'll squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit tighter. Inch forward, maybe a ½ inch further. Keep a nice flat back. Good. We'll get ready to pulse in towards each other in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Home stretch. This will be it for triceps. You're staying strong, powering through. Here we go. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can release. Woo! We'll go ahead and set those weights down. Give the arms a little shake and they get a break for a moment here. Back to our standing leg lifts. We'll start with our right leg lifting once again. So that left leg is just going to have a slight bend to keep us strong and stable. We'll begin with single lifts in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just lifting, lowering, nice and slow. Keep it casual. We'll keep the toes flipped up, flex towards the shin. About 10 more seconds, and we'll go to a pulse at the top. In 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll pulse at the top, keeping that leg up as high as we can. Just a little bit of movement. And slight bend in that left leg. Go strong and steady, common theme for this class. We'll wrap things up with a hold at the top in 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll hold as high as we can. Just stay in here. And we should feel those hips and glutes fired up to keep us standing tall. Keep that leg lifted. 10 seconds. Keeping our balance. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll lower down. Shift the hips, shake it out. A little refresher. And we're gonna flip over to the left side. So taking a slight bend in that right leg. We'll begin with single lifts in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And keeping those toes flipped up, flex towards the shin. Hips are facing forward, we're not rotating. Nothing crazy. Really focus on that control. Smooth and steady. We have our pulse coming up next here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll pulse it at the top and toes stay flexed. Tiny movements, breathing through. Try to bring the leg up a 1/4 inch higher, just a little bit. We'll get ready to finish out strong with our hold at the top in 3, 2, 1. We'll hold that leg, flex those toes, breathe. Woo. Those hips and glutes should be nice and fired up. We'll get that leg up a 1/4 inch higher. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll lower down. Woo. Got glute and hip burn, we'll shake it out, shake the arms out, and we'll head down to our mat for our second round. A little less intense on the legs. We got most of our work out of the way. So for this second set, you can use a heavier set of weights. If you don't have a heavier set, you can also just double up your light weights, at least for this first exercise, because we have rows. So options for rows. First off, with your hand, you can either have it flat on the mat, or if this is uncomfortable for the wrist, you can take a fist to keep that wrist nice and neutral as we row straight up towards the belly button, keeping the elbow close by the side and keeping ourselves facing the ground. So this is option one. Option two, bird dog style. So a little more challenging with the balance and the core activation. We'll extend the opposite leg, hold it here, brace that core, and row. So you can either take, again, regular or bird dog style. Pick whatever arm you want to start with. We'll get ready here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Really pulling that weight up strong, squeezing the shoulder blade at the top. With that bird dog, trying to keep the hips as level as possible. Keep yourself balanced. Wherever you're at, we're drawing belly button towards the spine to brace that core tight. Home stretch. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll slowly switch sides. Take the same option as you did on that first side, so either regular or bird dog style. Beginning in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So still squeezing that shoulder blade tight. If you have that leg extended out, we're trying to keep it straight and level with the body as we can. Drawing belly button towards the spine. Wherever you're at, keep it going. Home stretch here. Squeeze a little bit tighter at the top. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Woo. You can set the weight aside. Next up, everyone's favorite, we have some push-ups. So we're gonna do wide push-ups today. So your pointer finger and thumb should be right along the edge of your mat if you've got one. If you don't have a mat, it's gonna be a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. So for push-ups, we're working with a slow, lower down eccentric motion. So slowly, slower, you're lowering down as far as you can while keeping the back flat. Then we're gonna exhale, press up quick. So again, slow on the way down. Exhale, quick up. So we'll go for time. If you ever need breaks, feel free to take them. We'll begin in 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Again, slow down. Exhale nice and quick. You can do this on knees, on toes, or you can mix and match. Really challenging ourselves here. Go even slower than comfortable. Kind of pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone with this one. Good way to get those muscles working. Strengthening the chest, the shoulders. Saying hello to those triceps again. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll take a stretch back, child's pose. Hips towards heels, stretch the arms out, take a few deep breaths, some relief for the arms. Good, and we'll go ahead and shift forward. Take a seat, grab your heavier set of weights if you've got it. We're gonna lean and curl, so a good core biceps combo. So options here, feet can be down on the ground as we have a slight lean back, chest tall, and we're curling, bringing it all the way towards the ground, then to the shoulders, or you can lift those feet up for a little extra spice and hold here as we curl. Always an option to mix and match with the feet too. So you can grab your weights. We'll get ready in 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. And just a slight lean back, should feel that core braced, core working whole time. We're exhaling as we curl, inhale on the way down. And we're challenging ourselves, try to get out of your comfort zone. So maybe trying to lift those feet up just for a curl or two, setting them back down, kind of work it in. Awesome work. We have 10 seconds left. Home stretch. Lift the chest up a little bit taller. Good. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can set those weights down. Good. All right, we'll flip on over. We are back to our single arm row. So you just need one dumbbell, or again, 2 small dumbbells. You don't have a big one. Same options, either on all fours or bird dog style lifting a leg. We'll get ready for that first side here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm pulling that weight up strong. Elbow staying close by the side. We're squeezing that shoulder blade nice and tight at the top. Drawing the belly button towards the spine the whole time here. Keep the body stable. Keep that core engaged. Here we go, home stretch. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. We'll switch sides here. Take the same option as you did on that first side. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Same things. Core is braced. We're squeezing that shoulder blade nice and tight at the top as we pull that weight up. Kind of letting the elbow brush our side. Awesome work, everyone. We'll keep it going here. 10 seconds. Squeezing even tighter as we row. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! We'll set weights aside, setting up for our second final round of push-ups. Again, challenging you to go really slow on the way down, then quick as we press up. Do this on the knees, on the toes, or mix and match. We'll get ready here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And slow, slow, slow. Exhale to press. Nice and quick on the way up. Really focusing on bracing that core to keep that back flat. Bonus core work here. If you ever need a break, feel free to stretch it back, child's pose, and jump right back in when you're ready. 10 seconds left. Here we go, fight through. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out. We'll stretch it back. Take a deep breath or 2. Good. We'll go ahead and shift ourselves forward. Take a seat. Back to our lean and curl. So we'll need 2 dumbbells for this. Feet are on the ground, or feet can hover, or you can mix and match to your heart's desire. We'll get ready here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. And just leaning back, lifting the chest, pretending you have a string attached from your chest to the ceiling. Stand open, we're not collapsing, not falling, just lifting tall. And exhaling as we curl, inhale on the way down to reset. And keep pushing ourselves here. Nearing the end of our workout. We have 10 more seconds. Lift the chest up a little bit taller. Maybe lean back just an inch further, get that core fired up. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll set those weights aside. Lovely. All right. Looks like we have time for one finisher, a little bonus core. One of my favorite exercises. It's a good mental challenge. We're gonna do a bicycle single leg lift. So legs are gonna start about 90 degrees, stacking knees over hips. Back is nice and flat on the mat. Elbows are wide. From here, we're going to twist, hold here as we lift the leg up, down, then we'll twist, lift, lower. The back should stay nice and flat the whole time. So this is a slow one, no rush. We have 45 seconds just going through once to finish out our day. So with that said, we'll get started here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So twisting, lifting, lowering. Keep repeating that pattern at your own pace. Really trying to keep elbows wide so we get that full twist across. Keeping that leg as straight as you can while keeping that back flat. Slow and steady wins the race here. Just keep it smooth, keep it moving. Awesome work, everyone. We have 15 seconds left. This is it for class, pushing all the way through the end. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can take a full body stretch for a job well done. We'll take a few deep breaths and breathing nice and easy to bring that heart rate down. Just let the body relax. Good. When you're ready, we're going to plant the heels on the ground, cross left foot over right knee. You can either keep it here, just applying light pressure on that knee to feel a stretch in the IT bands, or you can pull the legs in, gently grabbing that right hamstring, holding here for a deeper stretch. Always an option too, if you want to add some movement here, you can roll out the ankle, rock side to side. Take 2 more deep breaths. Good, and we'll slowly plant that right heel back down, keeping the leg crossed over. We're just gonna gently let it fall off towards the side. Gentle twist, hold here for 2 deep breaths. Rosie finds a squeaky tie, of course, right at the end of class. Trying to relax, buddy. Whenever you're done with your 2 deep breaths, we'll gently pull the legs back up to the center. We'll switch sides, so crossing that right foot over the left knee. You can either keep it here, apply light pressure on that right leg, or you can lift them up, pulling on that left hamstring. Always option to add movement. You can rock side to side, you can roll out the ankles. Deep breaths. Okay, let's get one more here. All right, we'll slowly drop that left leg down if it isn't already. Then we'll let the right leg fall off to the side if you don't have a puppy in your way. Gentle twist, just keeping our gaze right up at the ceiling, holding here for 2 deep breaths. Good, and after that second deep breath, you can slowly lift the legs back to the center, uncross that right foot. We'll take some roll-ups, grabbing behind the knees, using a little momentum. You can take as many or as few of these as you like. Making your way to a butterfly stretch with feet together in the center, pressing down lightly on the knees. with elbows. Rosie's really excited because we did a good job today. Right, buddy? Yeah. We'll take one more deep breath here. Good. We'll slowly push ourselves back, make our way to standing for one final stretch. Going for the quads, so option to hang on to furniture or a wall. We'll bring that left foot up gently. Give a little pull, relax the shoulder down, and you can, if you'd like, reach that right arm overhead, if I can speak today. You can always kind of play around with a little movement, kind of hinging forward, backward, get a little more stretch in that hip flexor with this too. 2 more deep breaths. And we'll slowly release, shake it out, and we'll switch sides. Gently bringing that right foot up, little pull, relax the shoulder down. An option if you'd like to put that left arm up overhead. You can hold here, you can slowly kind of play around with that hinging motion. You get a little more stretch in the hip flexor. Two more deep breaths. Good, and after your second deep breath, you can slowly release, shake it out. We'll wrap things up with a big overhead stretch, reaching towards one side, take a deep breath. Good, and we'll switch sides, take a deep breath. We'll bring arms to the center, release them down nice and big, do some jazz hands, and shake it out. Thank you so much for joining me and my squeaky toy loving dog, Rosie. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day.